Hello everybody, welcome to another exciting round of Kusogrand3. And I say exciting because, oh boy, it's been a little bit fun this morning, but I think that we are just about ready to roll. Hello Dana, welcome, come everybody, come enjoy the madness that has been this morning. So, we have a group battling in a game. Right now, we believe we have the game confirmed, but we're gonna have to go ahead and see because only 2 people have responded. Only 2. Make me angry. So incredibly angry. So we may just have a 1v1 going up in the match today. Oh, jeez. Come on, please, right-click. Could you do this? Am I gonna go Hulk on you? Oh, yeah. Go smash your face in. Urgh. But everything will work. It'll just take a little while for me to get everything set up. So hopefully you're here. Get comfy, okay? Sit down, chill, relax. I'm trying to do that. I don't know if it'll work. But hey, we're giving it a shot, you know?
Look at the fun.
But anyways, I hope everybody is doing well this weekend. Yeah, we've got a few matches going for today. We've got this match first. Second one coming up is going to be the Infogrammers. I am choosing that game. Mwah. I hope you're all excited for that. That's going to be fantastic. And then after that, I'm going to be playing one game for fun. Yeah, we actually get fun today. Aren't you surprised? Wow, this is like early Saturday, well, quote-unquote early Saturday morning for me. Okay, please be kind to me. Why? Why capture software? Why? Why are you so dumb? Unusual Cook. We have Zindictive and Unusual Cook battling today. That's right. Probably just 2 people because, hey, welcome to life. Life is complicated, y'all. Never let your mother tell you otherwise, okay? If your mother's like, hey, life is fantastic, just say, it's complicated, Mom. It's so complicated. I'm not having this discussion with you. Tell your mom she needs to take a chill pill, okay? She needs to chill with the pill. Okay. Just working on getting everything set up for today. For all you mothers out there, welcome to the stream. I'm sorry. Take a chill pill. Absolutely required, okay? And if you're not chilling, then what the crap? What are you even doing? It's Saturday, mothers. It's Saturday. Oh boy. Okay, I think I have most stuff ready. Most of it. We'll find out soon. Oh, baby. Okay, so it looks like Vindictive and Unusual Cook are pretty much on the same page here. I'm not a silly goose. No silly geese. None whatsoever. Okay. I kick silly geese for fun. We're not doing Pickle Wars. Okay, so I guess it's time for me to announce the game because it looks like we're probably not changing. If needed to, we will change at the last minute. But for now, we are doing Dennis the Menace for SNES. Dennis the Menace. Yeah, that's right. So, I've never actually played this game. Some of the games that come up... Yeah, this is looking like it's going to be a 1v1, which is fine. You know, I wanted to get more than 1v1, but we'll go ahead and deal with that. It's cool. So, Dennis the Menace. Oh, Gildersneeze is having setup issues? Huh, have I gotten a response from him? Oh my gosh. Yeah, we haven't been able to get a response. Denari, if he is trying to get things set up for today, could you possibly message him on his Discord? Because I have not heard from him. No response. No response. Also for Tic Tac Dylan. Tic Tac Dylan, if you are here... Oh, he posted it last night on Discord. Yeah. I would rather... I would much rather have 2 people. I would blah, 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 blah. I would much rather have 4 people or 3 people going up against each other, but we can do 1v1 if we need. You'll actually be able to see me like keep track of stuff. Isn't that amazing? That never happens for me. So, I don't know, this could be a brand new era, a new Kusogrand3 era where I can actually pay attention to stuff. Hello, Mr. Torture. Thank you, Faizu, for updating that. If anybody wants to help commentate today, by the way, I don't know the game, and I am just sitting here trying to get everything ready for today. It is Dennis the Mess. Dennis the Mess. He is a mess. His life is a wreck. Dennis the Mess. He's a total scrub. Nobody likes him. Not even his parents, okay? His parents hate Dennis. They're like, oh, is there a good adoption service nearby? But no, nobody's gonna let him get adopted. Nobody wants to adopt this kid, okay? He's a mess. And a menace. Okay, Unusual Cook, if you could get to a screen that has color to the edges, that will be helpful. That is some interlacing going on there, but hey, it works for me. If we have to have interlacing, so be it. Faizu, yeah, come join me so we can commentate this mess together. I'm cool with that if you want to come join. Okay, do I have everything here? I think so. Well, there we go. Okay. We have the match set up between Zindictive and Unusual Cook. I threw this together, okay? So don't criticize me for my layout stuff. This is what we're having today. So deal with it. Well, let me go ahead and work on audio to make sure that we have everything good. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Kusogrand3, where... I don't know. Let's see. I am not hearing anything from Unusual Cook. Zindictive Unusual Cook, feel free to mute me. Are we beyond the four-way matches now? No. We had 2 people not show up. So, this is how we're doing it. We're doing a good 1v1. Yeah, somebody left their people alone, and they wandered around and just got lost. So, yeah, life is tough. Life is tough. Wait, one vibe one? Oh no. I don't like those vibes. No vibes, no Beavis, no Beavis, no vibes. Sort of the chant that I've got going on here. 2 players only? Yes. We had 2 no-shows, so we've got 2 players today. So if you need to go kick somebody, you know who they are. Gilder Sneeze. Tic Tac Dylan. I'm shaking my fist, but you can't see me. Yeah, Gilder was having tech issues, I believe, but we were trying to get any sort of message from him, and we have gotten zip. So if I got a reply, at least we might be able to do something, but I've gotten nothing anywhere. Okay. It looks like Unusual Cook is going to be resetting. That's completely fine. We weren't getting any audio there, but we will... Oh, no. I know, Justin. This is music. If you wanted, Justin, you could get me another coffee. Yeah. Because I think I'm going to need it. Wow. Well, you know what? The show must go on, baby cakes. And I think we are ready to roll. Faizu, come join me in chat. Hey, Faizu.
Hello, can I be heard?
Yes, I can hear your beautiful voice. I'll turn you up a little bit, you know, make sure people can hear all of that, all of the depth of your voice.
Yeah, I've been meaning to adjust my microphone volume and stuff for a while, but I don't really... This is a little bit hurried, so I don't quite have time to do that right now.
Wish them the best of luck, okay?
Best of luck.
Hey, Mr. Wilson. We are doing the countdown in chat. Here we go. As soon as I see movement in one of their streams, I will go ahead and start our timer. Faizu, we have a 1v1 match. This is nuts.
This is unexpected and exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited. Good
I'm
Dennis have
excited.
Menace. Oh my gosh, Pesmerga. Triple band there. This isn't Dennis the Menace? Yeah, it is. So,
This looks like it's based off of the movie Dennis the Menace.
obviously, you know, murderous cats, bowling balls, dancing flowers. Definitely based off of the movie.
Well, that and he's blonde. He's not. He doesn't have the black bushy hair that he has in the comics in Beano.
He has blonde hair in Dennis the Menace, doesn't he? In the
Not over
comics?
here.
I'm relatively sure he does. So, anyways, this appears to be a pretty straightforward platformer. And by straightforward, I mean, yeah, everything kills. Like, it seems like the world is getting their revenge on Dennis the Menace here, okay? He's been a menace for so long that they just can't take it anymore.
I think that we need to go over the details of the differences between UK Dennis the Menace and US Dennis the
Wait,
Menace.
there's
based
a
on what's
UK
happening in
Dennis?
chat.
UK Dennis. What is wrong with you? Why? What? Oh my gosh,
do you mean,
UK
what's
Dennis
wrong
the
with
Menace
me?
is hideous. What is wrong with this? No, seriously, I'm gonna find a picture. Dennis. Because everybody needs to see the UK's version of Dennis the Menace, okay?
The US Dennis the Menace doesn't have Nasher. What?
No, US Dennis the Menace looks like a human being, okay?
Wow, everything is ruined. That's disgusting.
Look,
yeah,
Justin, that's their
Nasher
Dennis the
next
Menace.
to him. And that's Nasher next to him.
Yeah, is he the cat? Beaver
That's a dog.
thing? Nasher? What the crap is Nasher? He's a dog?
Really a dog.
I can't even tell that from the picture. Okay, UK Dennis the Menace is really scary. And he shoots tomatoes at people. Wow. Okay,
So
but
what
which one was
what
first, though?
I suspect UK.
Okay, UK was 1951. Our Dennis the Menace, the real one.
Both appeared in 1951.
What? Okay, so apparently the UK exists in a parallel universe. That's all I'm getting here.
Dennis the Menace UK Comics is the original title of a British comic strip which first appeared in the Beano on March 12th, 1951. Dennis the Menace UK Comics, a daily US syndicated newspaper comic strip since March 12th, 1951.
Okay.
They came out the same day as each other.
What? How could they do that? Faizu. Okay, I'm very upset about this. They came out the same day, and yet they're so entirely different. Wow.
Coincidentally, a UK comic strip of the same name debuted on the same day, although the issue in question bore the cover date of March 17th. The two are not related and changed their names subtly in each other's respective home bases to avoid confusion.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. So, I just want to give
In what
people...
way does that make sense?
I don't know.
What is the chance of two entirely separate companies releasing a comic with the same name on the same day?
It's a conspiracy. Dennis the Menace, the conspiracy, okay? Maybe it's Dennis the Red Menace, and that's what he was. Well, it was the 50s, so you wouldn't be too surprised to hear that.
All right. Well, in that case, I don't know too much about this US Dennis the Menace. You're going to have to educate me.
He's a jerk. That's about it. Except he was a likable jerk. Whereas it looks like the UK Dennis. What is
my
that
God.
on Vindictive screen?
Mr. Wilson is terrifying.
Holy crap! I do not like Mr. Wilson.
I've got a weird feeling I've played this, if only because I'm sure I've seen that Mr. Wilson before.
Yeah.
And yeah, UK Dennis the Menace was genuinely antisocial in the sense of antisocial behavior order. Yeah, he
Yeah,
was not a nice person.
Our Dennis the Menace was fairly nice. It's just he always got in trouble.
Yeah, it seems like your Dennis the Menace was probably mischievous and cheeky, and ours is just the total jerk.
Well, that's because it's more representative of our societies, you know.
There's Mr. Wilson.
He's so scary. I do not like this. Okay, so this is the intro level. This isn't even level 1. I just want you to know that. Okay, so I'm trying to find any information about what they're trying to do here. I think it's collect all the Dennis the Menace coins, which Zindictive, I believe, I don't know. There's a coin above Zindictive. He's trying to go after it.
Yeah.
Oh, Unusual Cook jumping right over Mr. Wilson. Looks like there's nothing worthwhile there.
Mr. Wilson's terrifying.
Yeah,
No, Usu. Usu, we are still in groups. It's just that 2 people no-showed.
Your objective is to collect all 5 large golden coins in each level, as well as collecting as many small golden coins as you possibly can. I didn't tell them this. At the end of each level, you will find the last golden coin, as well as 4 golden coins circling the large one. What? After completing a level, you gain points depending on how fast you cleared the level, how many coins you received, and how many enemies you killed. Well, I think...
Okay, so your Dennis the Menace is not only murdering small animals, which is the start of a sign of a psychopath, but
oh my gosh.
He has apparently broken into Mr. Wilson's house to steal gold coins.
Gotcha. You know what? Thievery is acceptable. When it's Mr. Wilson, okay? Because Dennis just messes with Mr. Wilson. That's his job. He's probably paid to do it.
By whom?
The Red Menace. Come on, Faizu, keep up, okay? This is the 50s. This is what they were worried about, okay?
Dennis the Menace is a communist.
Now,
okay.
chat, be sure not to tell them what the goal is, because they don't know completely what they are trying to do here. So be a little bit careful about spoiling that. They'll figure it out. You know, it looks like Unusual Cook has 2 of the coins. Zindictive has 1. It's fun to start things without giving any, like, goal for them. Oh, Faizu.
It's
okay,
really cruel.
Let me go ahead and Google your Dennis the Menace. Okay, UK Dennis.
But I will say this: our Dennis the Menace might be scarier and less of a no Dennis than yours. But you know, your Dennis the Menace has apparently the most terrifying zombie Mr. Wilson.
He is pretty scary. Okay, character traits. Dennis is an uncontrollable schoolboy who takes pride in causing chaos and mayhem to those around him due to his intolerance for rules and order. Such traits have caused some artists and writers to consider him a villain. In such strips, Dennis would often prove himself to be quite selfish and greedy, often disregarding his friends in favor for treasures. Wow, this is like way low-key stuff. Okay, he's considered quite the loner, blah blah blah, except that he keeps his pet dog Nasher around all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, however, he's been heroic at times. Interesting. Yeah, okay.
Zindictive has found the end of the level. He has found the golden coin with the 4 spinning around it, but he's only got 1 golden coin, I think. So I don't think he can pick it up. he has to go back through the level and find more, I would guess.
Man, that's a little bit rough, but Unusual Cook appears to be in the lead at this point, having found 3 of the coins. So I'm trying to find... So Dennis Mitchell, okay? His last name is Mitchell in the U.S. I'm not sure what his last name is in the UK. I'm presuming something like Ugly Butt or Pottersville or something like that. I'm just trying to think of UK last names. I don't know them. Okay, so this Dennis, he wears a blue/black striped shirt. Okay, not the red and black, blue and black. Tennis shoes and red overalls with pockets that are sometimes filled with snakes, frogs, or his slingshot.
What?
Can you imagine just running around? Yeah, I've got these overalls. There's a snake in here. Watch out. That's brilliant. Okay. He hates carrots and baths. Loves root beer, especially with cookies. Ketchup, water pistols, his teddy bear Teddy, getting into fights with other boys his age, mud puddles, and TV westerns, and has occasionally been depicted wearing a cowboy costume. Okay. Apparently he also likes Cowboy Bob. What a generic
See,
name.
your Dennis the Menace sounds like the sort of person who, you know, a bit cheeky but lovable, you know, a bit mischievous. Whereas our Dennis the Menace is basically a burgeoning bully who's probably drinking and smoking at 12.
You know, that sounds about right, yeah. Our Dennis the Menace, you know, it looks like he'd take animals home and try to keep them. So, you know, the typical annoying kid who's still lovable. But yours just... I don't know. Is that more entertaining to you, Faizu?
Our Dennis the Menace, the Beano comic in general was very working class.
Okay.
And all of the comics in there were kind of related to that. So, I don't know, that probably influenced it somewhat. It's been a long time since I've actually read the Beano.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm thinking, well, because the 1950s here in the U.S., there was a lot of work about keeping appearances and making your family look perfect. That was a huge goal for a lot of American families at that time. So at that time, you saw like the perfect cut lawn. You saw families that were always smiling, you know, the wife in a dress, the guy dressed up, you know, semi-formally. And so to have a son who's going out and causing trouble, you know, that would be pushing a little bit against that main idea of needing to be the perfect family. So I can see how that would be interesting at that time. Oh, and his father is an aerospace engineer.
Wow, okay, that is very 50s. I want to point out what Lady Amygdala just said, which is quite true, which is that we have kind of 2 rival comics in the UK. We have the Beano, which is kind of the working class one, and we have the Dandy, which was the slightly more posh one.
I do want to let you know, though, Faizu, that Unusual Cook is on to the next stage.
I have seen he is on the Park 1. So he is now on the first level of the game, did you say?
Look at that parallax. Yeah, this is definitely level 1. That's pretty good parallax. I like it.
Look at the reflections in the water.
Sweet. Hello, Cadus. So keep going. Sorry, you had 2 competing comics?
Yeah, You had the Beano, you had the Dandy. Both had multiple different characters. It wasn't like Dennis the Menace was the only character, though he was certainly one of the flagship characters of the Beano. And I can barely remember anything about Dandy, because it was way less entertaining. Although I've just been reminded of the Bash Street Kids, which were fantastic.
Cadus, I know, I'm choosing the next game. I'm sorry, I forgot.
Bro, you mean you don't have the next game scheduled already?
I mean, I know what game it's gonna be. I
okay.
swear. Okay.
I'm excited. I can't wait to see what's... Oh yeah, Lady Amygdala. I forgot about Desperate Dan. And yeah, Bash Street Kids was fantastic.
Oh yeah, it was definitely
You
something.
don't know anything about Bash Street Kids, don't pretend.
Whatever. Okay, look.
I did actually just Google now to see if there was a Bash Street Kids video game, but apparently there isn't. Although I did apparently find development graphics for one on the Amiga, so it looks like someone attempted to make one. But it never happened from the looks of things. If anyone wants to correct me on that, do let me know and I will feel free to chuck it into Kusogrand3 at some point. But yeah, other than that, we also had Viz, which is kind of similar but adult, and I did genuinely consider giving out the Viz video game in Kusogrand3, and then I immediately vetoed it myself because it is hugely offensive.
Oh no. Yeah. Like actually offensive or just like
Actually offensive.
crud, I
Viz-
stepped on someone.
No, Viz is the sort of comic that you have to be 18 to buy.
Okay.
It's yeah. One of the spin-off things that the Viz released is a dictionary of made-up swear words, which is utterly foul and hilarious. So that should give you an idea of, I guess, how awful this is. Do not look up what Red Armistice did.
Okay, I won't. I'm not looking anything up.
You're totally going to look things up, aren't you? As soon as
Totally.
you've finished handing out this
100%.
game.
You should send me a link. Actually. How about that?
You know what? Okay, I'll send you a link.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, so we're working on getting the next game confirmed as well. So to recap, Unusual Cook appears to be on the first real stage. Zindictive's on the first imaginary stage. And
First imaginary stage.
yeah. Well, okay, Unusual Cook's in first. He just needs to get one more coin and he will finish this stage. Zindictive taking a lot of damage here.
Essentially, I have sent you some links, and you will begin to see, as this is one of the playable characters in the game, why I decided to veto this.
Okay, yeah, I see now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's not going to be in Kuso.
Yeah. Imagine that and lots of swearing. Like, I could have attempted to do a Franco-style rework of this, but that would have been a lot of work.
Yeah, you'd probably have to change a lot of graphics.
You have no idea.
This feels very Eek the Cat. At least you can see what's going on.
Apparently, I'm going to be sending out links to images of this character for a while.
Oh boy. Yes, this game
But the
is a
thing-
Bufflax pick.
The sad thing about that is that the Viz game is absolutely terrible, and it would be perfect for Kusogrand3 if it wasn't for the fact that it is very clearly 18 rated.
Yeah. I can't believe that, Pfizer. Okay, well, Unusual Cook is doing an auto-scroller section. It looks like...
Everyone loves auto-scrollers.
Hey, I play Back to the Future. I love me a good auto-scroller.
Back to the Future is just an auto-scroller with minigames.
Yeah, it's so good.
And the mini-games themselves are basically auto-scrollers, in a sense. And there's not a great deal you can do to adjust the timing on it. This game looks terrible.
This game is pretty butts. Oh, okay, Unusual Cook getting whacked by the bouncing ball. There are bats flying all over the place. Okay, Zindictive got kidnapped by Mr. Is it considered kidnapping if they're already in your house?
Zindictive got his brains eaten by zombie Walter Matthau.
I love it.
I'm curious about a couple of things which I doubt you'll be able to answer.
Okay, sure.
Like whether this has continues. I mean, I'm fairly certain that I've seen Unusual Cook run out of lives, but I don't know whether continues are limited or unlimited. And also, Zindictive seems to have 6 lives left, so I'm guessing either Zindictive has found loads of lives, or this game starts you with a huge amount.
There's so many lives. Well, there are multiple difficulties, so it's possible that easier difficulties start you with more lives. Let me go and see, because I can probably find information about continues here. Wow.
Yeah, wow. This first level, and by first level I mean level 0, is really cruel in terms of length, maze-like nature, and trying to find everything.
Holy crap, this just keeps going. The auto-scroller is forever.
This, did he die? So I think he's got 1 life fewer than he had before, and I'm certain I've seen this bit before. Do we tell Zindictive what the objective is? Okay, yes, Unusual Cook did die.
Okay, it's up to Unusual Cook if we give him info.
As I can see Zindictive saying that he is stumped.
Yes, I saw that. So I'm sending a ping out to Unusual Cook just to let him know that it's up to him. I definitely am fine not giving information out to people, but I know that this is kind of a friendly rivalry as well.
There's that, and there's also the fact that this first level appears to be an absolute nightmare compared to the rest of the game. Not that the rest of the game is good, but the first level seems really cruel.
Yeah, a bit.
That is probably the sort of thing I would have put in the instructions. But then again, I probably also wouldn't have given this out.
It looks like the biggest thing that Zindictive is trying to do is trying to get to the top floor. So it's like he knows he needs to get up there. He just doesn't know how. And I don't think that's something that you can really put in instructions.
No, I know that Zindictive has reached the end of the level several times as well in terms of the final coin, but can't pick it up because it doesn't have the others.
Okay. So you have to jump onto the Jack-in-the-Box, float over to where a cat is jumping. Make sure to do this faster, Mr. Wilson will catch you. Jump onto the drawer. Yeah, I saw Unusual Cook do that. The auto-scroller keeps going! Faizu!
He has died again, bro. He's down to 1 life now.
This is like Sisyphus. Okay? Just keeps pushing that boulder up the hill and then suddenly, whoop, falling right back down.
Pretty much. This auto-scroller appears to be less good than Back to the Future. Although it probably has better music. I've just realised that I'm not actually listening to any game audio.
Really? Oh, really? But the audio is so good. So, this game facts article that I'm reading right now actually says that you have to damage boost to reach an area in the first stage.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Which audio are you using, bro? Whose
I am
audio?
using Unusual Cooks.
Okay, I'm listening to that, and I've got to say that is a funky jam.
It's pretty funky. You know, I like it.
This level music is quite a thing.
Yeah, I believe Zindictive knows where the exit is and that it's the exit.
So is the dog that's pulling the little red cart, is that the US equivalent of Nasha?
Okay, Unusual Cook has given some information, a small little hint.
Catus, that is a very imaginative name for a dog.
Okay, I believe we have the game confirmed coming up after this. And it is Batman Revenge of the Joker for the Genesis. And let me just say, I played some of this at RPG Limit Break. This is going to be a good match.
I know Batman Revenge of the Joker, but I think on a different system?
Okay, so I'm giving a little bit more information because Unusual Cook did authorize giving a hint. I sent a hint over. Yeah, Batman is going to be good.
Revenge of the Joker on Genesis appears to be awful. I just had to go and briefly look that up.
No, it's good. I swear.
If it's... Hang on.
What?
There we go. We've got the quote out. I will say that this does not look like one of the worst Batman games.
Okay, I have sent out the ROM. Looks like Zindictive is... I told him the Jack in a Box near Mr. Wilson will help. Well...
Zindictive stream is seriously broken for me.
He's from Australia, okay? Everything's broken there.
I'm also from Australia, so this probably explains a lot.
Wait, really?
I am Australian. I have Australian citizenship.
Oh my gosh, can you give it to me? I want to be Australian.
You want to be Australian? Well, does the US allow dual nationality?
Yeah, sure. It does. It actually does, yeah.
Okay.
What do I have to know to become a citizen of Australia?
I don't know. From what I can gather, actually getting Australian citizenship is really difficult, though. So I'm kind of lucky that I was born there. And then just lived over here for pretty much my entire life instead.
Oh, well, maybe you should go back to your homeland.
I could. I could. I just have to go to London to get a passport.
Okay,
Get my
well,
passport
go to
renewed.
London and get your passport, boy.
Yeah, but Australia has really big spiders.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. How big are the spiders in the UK?
Oh, Unusual Cook has made it to the Park 3, I think.
Nice. Yeah, we've got half an hour left in this match. We've definitely got a lot of progress on Unusual Cook's side. Somehow this intro level is just wrecking Zindictive. Zindictive is fantastic at terrible games, but just so you know, occasionally games can just not work for you, and it's not really your fault. It's just not.
Looking at you.
Oh no!
Menace. Yeah, all the spiders over here are harmless. I was going to say that the biggest one I've seen over here was one that I couldn't actually fit. I couldn't catch in a pint glass. But I don't know if you have pint glasses in America, so...
Yeah, we have pint glasses.
Okay,
I mean, we still use the imperial system, Faizu.
I know, but I thought that the pints were a very British thing.
Maybe we
like
just
a
do
pint
the
of beer.
reverse of you, you know? You use pint glasses, we use liter glasses, okay? Half-liter glasses, whatever. We're just trying to be different. That's like 50% of being American, though. We just want to be different from the rest of you. It's true, though.
I'm not laughing at you. I swear.
Oh my gosh. Ooh, I do want fusion cuisine. That would be tasty. Okay, is Zindictive still? It looks like there's a... Oh, he almost made the jump to the ladder. He's got the right idea. There we go. Zindictive's in the attic.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so that'll be huge. Yes, we had 2 no-shows, hence the reason we are doing a 1 versus 1. But that's okay. Both of the people who are playing today are power players. You know, it's not too surprising to see that they are doing pretty darn well here. Yeah, Faizu, I take everything back about what I've said about Europeans since you're not European.
Oh, do you like European video games now?
No, I still don't, but, you know.
I was going to say, that might have to change all of my round 5 picks then.
Uh-oh.
But no, it's okay. I'll just go back to European games for round 5. We're fine.
Oh, nice.
I should point out, you know, having lived in the UK for pretty much 30 years, I do also have UK nationality. Or British nationality.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. I would love to go travel to the UK, honestly, you know?
You absolutely should. You should come visit.
I should. Okay, I'm trying to find the manual here. See if there is one. I have no idea. Just looking for the manual for Batman, Revenge of the Joker. I'm not sure if it exists. Welcome to the fun that is trying to do multiple things at the same time. Yeah, European games are still terrible, or were still terrible.
Pesmerga, what we need to start up some sort of UK terrible video game speedrunning event so that we can lure Brosensha over here.
Oh my gosh, I would love to do that. You know what? I would love to do a Kusogrand3 live where we take like 3 days and just play bad video games and then get to a victory, you know? That would be an absolute blast.
That would be an awesome stream.
I would have to find someone to, like, not necessarily sponsor us, but let us borrow a lot of their games. I mean, I've got the used video game store here, and they would probably let us do that.
Well, yeah, but your used video game store would be using all US systems and things, wouldn't it?
Yes. So we're not... Well, we'd be doing
that might not be a problem actually with power adapters in modern TVs.
Maybe. But yeah,
No, we
even
should.
here's the deal.
We should definitely do that.
Even if like you all wanted to arrange something and I couldn't come to the UK, I would be more than happy to do a Kuso Live UK, and help online. I would give you my blessing.
I mean, I feel like the entire point of this, though, is to bait you into the UK and then capture you in a net.
Well, I mean, I would go there, probably.
Oh, Zindictive has made it.
I'm gonna carry a knife on me then, so I can cut my way out of the net. Yes, Zindictive through the stage! Oh my gosh, that took him so long.
Alright, let's see how much progress Zindictive can make, because I'm curious as to whether Zindictive finds that the introductory level is just the worst level in the entire game. The usual cook is still going strong.
Go, unusual cook, come on.
I apologise for the silence on Brosench's end. I suspect he's probably trying to figure out stuff to do with his own group, which is the next match that's coming up.
Don't apologize.
I feel like I have to apologise for you. I mean, one of us does.
Yeah, thank you. I get scatterbrained when I'm trying to do that. Like, I've got pretty much a one-track brain. Okay, I'll go ahead and admit that.
It's fine. You're trying to commentate a match. You're also trying to get set up for the next match with 4 people, so it's understandable.
Yeah, it'll
I
be
just
fun,
wanted to remind the audience that you are doing 2 things at once right now. You're not just completely ignoring them.
I'm ignoring them a little bit, not completely, just a little bit.
I'm paying a fair amount of attention to them. Just not if they're sending me messages via Twitch. Twitch's private message thing.
Well, I do appreciate everybody being here, though. We've got a pretty good crowd for a Saturday, especially this early. So, thank you all.
I woke up and, shuffled over to the computer after having a nap this afternoon, and the first thing I saw was Brosencha streaming Kusogrand3, and I thought, what?
I know, it was early, but hey.
It was apparently serendipitous as well, because it means that I get to come in here and do a voice.
Do a voice.
Voice.
Which voice are you doing today?
My voice.
Oh, okay, good job.
It's very difficult. Requires a lot of effort.
Geez, yeah. Probably a lot of patience, too.
Alright, how's everybody doing in the actual game? These levels look terrible.
Zindictive is... I think...
Not nearly so bad as the intro, but still.
Yeah, I think the intro is probably going to be the worst, but Zindictive has 3 out of the 4 coins needed to get to the end.
This just looks like the sort of game that I kind of hate on principle in terms of huge sprawling levels which look identical and are full of warps to each other. Which is ironic because I was playing Pickle Wars last night, which I suppose is kind of similar, but not really.
Pickle Wars.
I had an easier time telling where I was in Pickle Wars than looking at this.
You think your life's hard? You were never involved in the Pickle Wars.
You kids these days, you don't know the horrors I saw in the Pickle Wars.
I love it. Oh my gosh. Oh, Zindictive doing a pretty good dodge. He just needs 1 more coin. Oh, and that bird just killed him. Stupid birds. I like these bunnies that just hop around and kick.
Oh, okay. For a second there, I thought you were confusing the frogs with the bunnies.
No, they're actual bunnies, I swear.
I was looking at Unusual Cook's screen and there was a frog hopping back and forth and said, I love these bunnies that just hop around.
Bunnies, frogs, they're all from Animalia, I guess, you know. They're both vertebrates. They've got... This is important. They've got spines, okay?
Is that your excuse for your complete inability to tell the difference between animals? They're vertebrates.
They're
fine.
Vertebrates, yeah. You know what? I think that's a good excuse for anybody. Is that plane dropping stuff a vertebrate as well?
Looks like it. That appears to be a remote-controlled plane that someone's equipped with bombs.
Isn't that nice, you know? Oh, you Menace, we're gonna blow you up now.
Honestly, looking at him, I want to blow him up.
He's a very punchable kid, you know?
I mean, there is that. He does appear to be a very punchable kid. And let's face it, that's saying something. Quite a lot of kids are punchable. But that aside, you know, he's also wrong. He's American Dennis no, that's just wrong. He's not the proper Dennis the Menace. He's an imposter.
No, they came out on the same day. Every Dennis is equal.
I am still absolutely baffled by that. The fact that two companies independently on the exact same day released a comic called Dennis the Menace.
I feel like there was some conspiracy going on, okay?
It feels... There must have been. Advanced technology, Dennis the Menace itself isn't too bad a concept, but the fact that it was on the exact same day on two continents.
Yeah.
Like, that seems like quite a coincidence. I could understand two people separately coming up with Dennis the Menace, but possibly not releasing it on the same day on separate continents.
Yeah, let me see if I can find anything about this conspiracy, okay? No, Unusual Cook, another auto-scroller. Oh, just what we wanted to see.
That's good for us, though, because we get the funky jams back.
Oh, I do like the funky jams. Oh, yeah.
This is good music.
Dennis the Menace, US and UK. Okay.
I will say, I knew that there was a US Dennis the Menace, but I assumed that it was based on the UK one because you keep stealing all of our really cool stuff.
Yeah,
and I only knew about it because of the movie.
Okay, blah, 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 blah. They began the same month of the same year, totally independently of one another, and went on to take over the world. Holy crap. Okay,
Dennis the Menace took over the world. That's what, they like divide up the continents between each other. That's terrifying.
Apparently. Okay, I'm looking at plagiarismtoday.com.
That sounds like a good website.
Yeah, so who stole from who?
Almeida says, for the UK one, the idea and name of the character emerged when a comics editor heard a British music hall song with the chorus, I'm Dennis the Menace from Venice.
Dennis the Menace from Venice? It becomes clear that they weren't plagiarized. What the crap? The two creators largely agreed to allow each other to work on their respective comics, and both are continuing it in at least some form today. Wow.
This kind of does just appear to be a total coincidence.
Yeah, both comics were created well before the internet, and there is no proof the creators ever saw one another's work. Separated by an ocean, there's simply no chance either were aware what the other was doing. Key differences, other than the name, the two characters have nothing in common. UK version is bully, US version is an ordinary, albeit at times annoying child.
At times?
Always. Okay.
I mean, I'm looking at this Dennis the Menace, and I'm just thinking it's the most irritating kid.
Yeah, he is pretty irritating, okay? He ruins life. And then nothing gained. As catchy as the name is, there was nothing gained by having two otherwise unrelated characters be named Dennis the Menace. It would only create confusion and ensure neither had sole dominion over the name. As pointed out by another website, one simply could have changed the name and no one would have suspected they ever had anything in common.
Yep. KM Lone Mouse Wolf, we had 2 no-shows. 2 people did not show up for the match, so It's a 1-on-1.
Yep, 1v1 today. Oh my gosh. Okay, well anyways, we have discovered that Dennis the Menace... Thank you for pointing that out, Faizu, that this doesn't resemble your Dennis the Menace. Did you think this was going to be like a game about a kid running around and kicking people or something?
I was kind of hopeful, but as I said, I've got a feeling I've played this before.
I was kind of hopeful.
I had a feeling.
Oh, baby. Well, it's
Catus,
okay.
I mean, Catus, when we had the Franco match, I did genuinely just write out something that I could copy and paste in when people asked what the game was and why there were Toad sound effects. So...
Yeah, looks like Zindictive is having a bit of a hard time with this stage. Can't blame him, these stages are not exactly trivial. Ooh, Unusual Cook finishing the auto-scroller. Nice.
And yeah, this game just appears to be terrible.
It's pretty bad. Not as bad as some collectathons I've seen. The Park 6, so you have one level in Mr. Wilson's house, the rest just in the park. Let me see if that's true.
Yeah, I'm looking up this thing. I want to see a list of levels. And yeah, UK Dennis is fantastic. US Dennis appears to be terrible.
Yeah, he's kind of dumb.
Oh, wait. What? That can't be right. Okay,
What?
hang on. No, I need to double check this. Okay, no, thank God. That's just the walkthrough is a horrific lie. The walkthrough on Game FAQs ends at the Park 6. And I was thinking, what? Is it one level in Mr. Wilson's house and then 6 levels in the park? But no, there are other stages after that. The park appears to be about a third of the game.
Okay. It's so long, though.
Yeah.
And why do you have, like, 999 seconds?
Because you have to find things. What? Okay, the other stages are ridiculous. Oh, Unusual Cook game over. But does have 2 credits remaining, so that's fine. Bro Century is once again dealing with Discord group stuff for the upcoming match. Catus, I did briefly glance at that, but now I'm looking at other things, like the fact that the second set of stages is... I won't actually mention that on the basis that it is possible, depending on how much time we have left, for Unusual Cook to make it there.
Okay, so we are doing a redraw, by the way, for the game. As it turns out, someone is way too familiar with the game, so we're redrawing for the next match. Let's see. You know, at least the music is bearable in this. I mean, it's not as amazing as Pickle Wars. Oh, Vindictive doing the auto-scroller. Pickle Wars. Oh my gosh, some of that music was abysmal.
What is wrong with this game?
I think
I'm sorry, I've been distracted, but I'm just looking up the rest of the levels in this game. And this game has a problem. This game has a lot of problems. Oh my god, the second boss.
Oh boy. Well...
Oh, I'm sad we're not going to get that far because the death of the second boss is one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Okay.
Does he explode?
It goes full mode 7 into the screen. Okay, so the levels in this game, because you know what, I'll leave it a little bit. We'll see. How long have we got left in this?
Let's see. We have 10 minutes. We're starting to get close to the end.
Okay, I'll leave it a little bit longer just to see if Unusual Cook can make it to the second world, but I will go over some of the later levels after that. Or when we get a little bit closer to the time.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, this game just appears to be awful.
It's pretty bad. Like, I'm watching Unusual Cook trying to do some of this platforming, just falling to his death. Almost dead.
It seems like playable, but not fun in any way, shape, or form.
I kind of agree with that, yeah.
Awful level design.
Oh, man. Well...
I could almost believe that this was made in Europe.
Okay, it looks like Kroya is streaming right now. I'm just trying to get a confirmation from them. Oh, they're typing. Okay, we had to do a redraw. And the redraw game that we're going to do is Surf Ninjas for Game Gear.
Oh my god.
Dude, ninjas that surf, okay? Surf ninjas.
Not only are they ninjas that surf, which is the most 90s thing imaginable, but they're on the Game Gear. You know this is going to be good.
Oh, it's gonna be good. Everybody loves the Game Gear. Game Gear obviously had the best games in existence.
Game Gear had some good games. Some.
Not
a
many.
few.
You were gonna pick that for next Friday, Tristan? I'm sorry. Too bad. Oh my gosh. Well, welcome to how things go.
Tall White Ninja, you say battery. I don't know how... I would assume it was the same in the US where the Game Gear used 6 batteries and they ran out within the course of an hour.
Oh, baby. Okay.
I assume that the US uses the same batteries as over here. I cannot remember. There were some good Sonic games on the Game Gear. There was a decent Shinobi game on the Game Gear.
I'm sure there was.
There was some good stuff on the Game Gear. We will just never see it on this channel. We will instead see 90% of the Game Gear library.
Yeah, the thing is, like, the Game Gear had a few good things, but it's so incredibly bad. So
Tristan,
very, very bad.
Tristan, if you want me to test stuff out for you, I can do that as well. I think I need to explore the Game Gear library more. not for group stages, because I'm relatively set on the stuff that we've got coming up. But I just feel that we haven't mined the Game Gear enough.
Yeah, we've used very little of the Game Gear, but maybe in the future.
I mean, with the Game Gear, there's a lot of stuff that is basically just a rough port of Genesis games, and it's usually more entertaining to watch the Genesis games. But Game Gear specific stuff, there is some truly fantastic stuff in there.
Yeah, Daichi, thank you for those bits. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. This is going to be a blast.
I also need to go and mine the DS a lot more as well, because the DS, especially once we get into 1v1s like this, because the DS has so much amazing shovelware. It's just that it seemed a little bit cruel to try and get you to capture 8 screens for the 4-player matches.
I mean, we could figure something out if it came down to it.
Well, we did Biker Mice from Mars, but that was because we kind of only needed to see one screen, because the other screen was completely irrelevant.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Just sending out a quick message because it looks like we may have a Surf Ninja expert joining the call today.
Oh my.
Yeah, for the next game. So, I'm just trying to think. At this point, Unusual Cook is definitely in the lead. Zindictive's still doing auto-scrollers. I don't think there's any way that we're going to see a lead change during the last few minutes of this. But, I don't know. It's an interesting game that I think that I never want to play.
Yeah, this looks like kind of a bog-standard platformer. You know, it seems okay, like mediocre, except for the fact that it's got really awful level design. And yeah, DS emulation is good right now. It's just that it's kind of a pain to capture for 4-player matches.
Oh yeah.
But don't worry, once we get past the group stages, I will be whispering all sorts of stuff into Bro Sensh's ear.
Oh, nice. I like it. Whisper into my ear.
Okay, since we've only got a few minutes left, let's go over the rest of Dennis the Menace. After the park, where you have to beat up a girl on a swing as the boss of the stage, you move on to the boiler for some reason.
Okay.
After multiple stages in the boiler, you fight what appears to be a high school gym coach. And then you move on to the sewers, because obviously every video game needs sewer levels, especially if they are terrible video games.
No, why?
And the sewers looks kind of like a haunted castle. Except that it's kind of got open sewage vents, but like level design wise, if it weren't for those, I would be like, yeah, this is a castle. Where you fight in the sewers a giant piranha, which on death goes all mode 7 into the screen. And then finally, the final set of levels is the woods, which looks very similar to the park.
Really? Park, woods, essentially the same thing.
You know, lots of greenery, lots of trees and bushes.
Actually, I'm trying to think. There was one park that I went to that was kind of in the woods, had this metal slide of death. I mean, the angle was super steep, and then, like, it shot you up about where the slide ended was about 5 feet above the ground. I'm not even exaggerating here. So you just went shooting forward, and hopefully your legs were running, because if not, you were going to be all over the ground.
Well, Shining Dragon, yeah, it feels like the levels are almost in the wrong order. Like, you should, I don't know, start in the park and then maybe go or start in the woods, which lead into the park, and then in the park you go into the sewers, which leads into the boiler, presumably of Mr. Wilson's house, and then you finish in Mr. Wilson's house. It's like the game is backwards.
What? See, Mr. Wilson threw you so far out of his house that you are going on a journey to get back to him, okay? To the love of your life, Mr. Wilson.
This game is based off of a movie, right?
Sure. I don't think so. I really don't think so. I mean, unless you get tied up and held hostage for a while. If so, then yes, it's the movie.
Well, No, this game is indeed based on the movie, apparently.
Well, okay, that's fair enough. And what's even better about the game is that we're done with it.
The objects... Oh, congratulations everybody, GG's. The object in all versions of the game is to defeat a burglar who managed to find Dennis's town via the local railroad collection. Stages include Mr. Wilson's house, the great outdoors, a boiler room, and eventually the big boss battle with the burglar himself.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that would be loosely based on the movie. But yeah, the game is over. Unusual Cook takes the victory there. Zindictive of second place. I was going to say a very close second place, but in this case, it wasn't really super close. But, you know, Zindictive has had enough success earlier on in the matches that I don't think that's going to affect him too much. So, congratulations for both players of this match. Wow, this was a blast to watch. I'm sorry about rubbing it in. I didn't mean Faizu. I'm sorry.
What are you sorry about?
Because I said it wasn't a close match. I mean,
the first level kind of destroyed the game to some extent.
Yeah, the first level was kind of butts, okay? And unwarranted butts.
Unpleasant butts.
And you know, unpleasant butts are definitely the worst butts.
By virtue of being unpleasant, yes.
Yeah. So
apparently the burglar is played by Christopher Lloyd.
Yes, that's correct.
I kind of want to say now that I want to see this movie, but instead I think I'm just going to go and look at the last boss battle of the game, and oh my god, oh my god.
Does it look like Christopher Lloyd?
It looks like a really wrong Christopher Lloyd. I'm going to take a picture of this and post it in the Discord.
Oh my gosh, okay. Yeah, I want to see that. So we are moving on to the second match of the day. We have Dragon Dark, Kroya Kion of 2570, and Matrick going up against each other in this beautiful, wonderful game. Surf Ninjas, okay? Be sure to get everything ready, dude, because this is going to be great.
And who is commentating this? Because I think you mentioned that you have a Surf Ninja expert coming in.
That's right. Mike Uyama is our local Surf Ninja expert.
Then I will head out once he comes in.
Cool.
As Mike Uyama does seem like the sort of person who would be a Surf Ninja expert.
Hello, Mike.
Hello, Surf Ninja expert.
Apparently, he's busy surfing right now. It's okay. He'll show up in a second. I'm sure of it. Kind of can hear you.
Okay, let me adjust my settings a bit.
No, I can turn you up. There we go. That should
Okay, I am going to put a link in both the Discord and the Twitch chat.
Yeah.
So, by Surf Ninja Expert, I got up to the 4th stage or so, and then I game over there.
Our expert, everybody. This is gonna be good.
Okay, there you go. There is a picture of the burglar, which looks like Christopher Lloyd playing Freddy Krueger.
Ooh, okay, I want to see that.
In the background.
That is quite an accurate description.
When he jumps as well, his jumping animation, like his fingers are really long. That he has got to be based on Freddy Krueger.
That is hideous. That's
I know.
so ugly.
That's
Okay,
the
Christopher
last boss of the
Lloyd, you
game.
deserve better than this. Oh, have you seen Food Fight, by the way? It's a 3D animation, and Christopher Lloyd does a voice in that.
I don't think so. No.
Okay, that's literally up nobody's alley, but you should look it up. It's so bad.
I love Christopher Lloyd, and I've been meaning. I have a huge list of games that I want to stream, and speaking of Christopher Lloyd, Toonstruck is one of them, which is kind of Who Framed Roger Rabbit's the point-and-click adventure game.
I've heard of that game. I've heard that game's actually pretty good.
It is pretty good. It is really confusing. It has some really dumb puzzles, as most point-and-click adventures do, but it is a decent game, where Christopher Lloyd is a cartoonist who gets dragged into his own cartoon.
That kind of sounds fun.
Yeah, I intend to stream that at some point, because I've been meaning to replay it for a while.
Yeah,
but,
let people know here, because I'm sure there are people who would be interested.
Now that I am out of Kusogrand3, I will hopefully make more of a return to streaming stuff I want to.
But what you really want to stream is Kuso.
I do have some Kuso that I really want to stream as well. Weeaboo X, yeah, kind of like Comic Zone, if it was a point-and-click adventure.
Do you mind if I ask what the order of the runners is going to be on the layout so I can set multi-glitch?
Top left is Dragon Dark, top right is Kroya, bottom left is Matric, and bottom right is Newbie Spud. That is our order.
It's not Kyon?
Oh, it is Kyon on the bottom right.
Thank you very much, Rosenja.
Oh my gosh. I'm losing it, Mike.
I want to point out briefly that Toonstruck's villain is played by Tim Curry, which instantly makes the game much better.
Okay.
I mean, any game with Tim Curry is already gets like 2 bonus points for having Tim Curry in it.
Man, Tim Curry is so good.
This is one of the exactly 2 things that makes Gabriel Knight 3 playable, is that it has Tim Curry doing voices.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to
head out.
That. Okay, bye, Faizu.
I'm going to head out of this call, so good luck. I will be in chat.
Goodbye, Faizu. Now you said Matric is in the bottom left?
Matric in the bottom left, Kyon in the bottom right. That is correct. So, Mike, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well.
Are you ready to surf?
I am ready to surf and turf. So, are you making the people look at the initial cutscene? Because I definitely say that's worth watching.
We'll probably make them do that. That sounds fun.
I would be tempted to penalize them if they didn't watch the initial cutscene.
You know what? Let's go ahead and make them watch it. I like it.
They only have to watch it for the first time, but, penalize them like a couple minutes if they don't watch it. Because we really, really have to get a good view of the villain to really get you into the game and the game's lore.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad that the game has lore. That makes me happy. We're not going to talk too much about this game until we start actually doing the match, because this is amazing in many multiple ways.
So I assume that you picked this game because I was playing at RPG Limit Break, and it turned out to be a very, very special game.
Yeah, it turns out, Mike, this is kind of funny. Tristan was going to choose this game for next Friday.
Are you serious?
Yes. So, unfortunately, I took away Tristan's pick. I'm sorry, Tristan.
I don't think you have to feel that sorry, because, we all win because we all get to see Surf Ninjas.
It's true. We get to see Surf Ninjas, so that's good. But still, I shed one tear, okay? One lonely, solitary tear for stealing this game. But yeah, because I saw you playing this and because I heard all of the joy that came out of that, that's what we have here. So, in other words, what everybody needs to do is go to RPG Limit Break next year so that you can find the true gems. It's not just for RPGs, everybody, and there are lots of different games happening there. But yeah, that was an amazingly fun marathon. I'm glad that you were able to show up.
I was glad too, especially to show you some other hot gems.
Yeah, there are plenty. There's so many hot gems. No, go away. I accidentally had music playing. Okay, there we go. I'm almost set up. We're getting close.
Now, would you like it if I read some Surf Ninja's critical reactions off of the Wikipedia page?
Right now? Sure.
Well, I mean, we're just waiting for the match to start, so why not?
Yeah, go
Get
for
people
it.
in the mood. Janet Maslin of the New York Times called most of Surf Ninja's only mindlessly watchable and called the film another of Hollywood's efforts to prove that the American mall mentality is at home in any corner of the globe.
Uh-oh.
Maslin also found the film to lack in actual surfing content.
What? There's no surfing?
To be fair, I got through 4 stages of the game and there was no surfing in any of those stages.
Okay, so the title is a little bit misleading here.
Now, there was Game Gear, as you might know. Now, have you told your racers that if they press start, they're open to like a bevy of options, of many features in the game? Because I would recommend telling them that if not, because then they might never press start, and that would be a terrible thing.
We did give them the manual. So the start button should be listed in there.